Okay, so hi everybody. I don't really know where to go from here. So I'm making this video. It's the first one ever. I am so stressed and I just don't know what to do. So my mom and we live in New Boston, New Hampshire, and I mean, if you look up the police department, they are very, very sexist, and they've already had 2 lawsuits against them. They're in the middle of a third one, all females, and they just won't listen or try and protect us at all. My neighbor I don't know what happened. He was fine for about 5 years, and then all of a sudden he switched roughly around 2020, right around when COVID really started to hit, that March, April-y time. And ever since then, he's been horrible. He has removed property line pins, saying that he has more property than we do. He lies all the time. I mean, he said that my mom assaulted him. She didn't. The police arrested my mom, and they at first said that they have this evidence, and there's this video that clearly states that my mom's going after this guy. And then afterwards it's, well, it looks like it. This man, he has cameras on us at all times. I mean, he has a camera that faces our front door. He put up a makeshift fence with tarp. He will stand there and watch my mom. He doesn't really watch me. And so my mom's doing it back to him because she was told that she can. If she's on her property, then that's fine. And he's going off. He lies to the cops all the time. He told my mom that the only reason why my dad killed himself was to get away from her, and that it took my dad 19 years to realize that he needed to get away from her. And that's honestly just skimming the top. I mean, I have a file of police reports and letters and stuff like that this thick. And he threatened my mom in front of a cop. The cop stated, that is criminal threatening. You can get in trouble. And then they did their investigation, and it turns out that it was never said. But in the police report, it's stated 3 different times. But the police aren't doing anything because they consider it retaliation. And these cameras that video and audio record us and hit our front door, and they follow us. It's fine because he needs to protect his property, and how else does he expect to do it? With me personally, I now have a heart condition because of this. It has messed up my mental state so much that I'm back in therapy once a month because of this, and sometimes twice a month. It all depends. I have a service dog in training, and he has messed with her so much that there was a time where we thought that she wouldn't be able to become a service dog because I don't even know what he did, because it was never when we were around and she was outside. So now none of my animals are allowed to be outside by themselves because we don't trust him. He throws things over onto our property all the time, but then he feels so bad. And I don't know what to do from here because the police aren't doing anything. I called the state police. The state police aren't helping. The sheriff's department, they say that they don't have jurisdiction. And I don't know where to go. I mean, the police literally will not protect my mom and I. They say that no matter what we do, we're wrong. My mom will be outside and she'll be raking, and all of a sudden it's, no, you're not allowed to rake over there. Or we have a dirt driveway, so during the summer we get a lot of red ants. So my mom will take ant killer stuff and will spray it on the ground, and they said that that's not okay. She's not allowed to do that. Yet the police chief says that it's okay. There are so many lies. It's back and forth. This person says this thing, but then they turn around and they say this thing. And I don't know what to do. And I'm trying so hard not to cry because this is just so much. And I don't know where to go from here. So I don't know. like this guy was fine for years, and then all of a sudden in 2020 he snapped, and now he says horrible things about my family and about my dad who killed himself when I was 13. I'm 28. I'm gonna be 29 next month. And the police just won't protect us. They only protect him. And I just don't know what to do anymore. And I wish I was able to really go into depth on this and give you more examples, but I just can't, because it just kills me every day. And I'm only doing this because last night, he was outside and he was cutting trees, and so my mom was standing and watching him, which we were told that it was okay by one cop, but I don't know if it's okay by another one. And this guy gets so angry and starts recording her and is saying that he feels uneasy because she assaulted him when she didn't. And I just don't know what to do anymore. I'm making this video because I honestly just need outside perspective. I need people to help me and tell me where to go and what to do. I know we need to get the land surveyed, but the guy who did this fake property line, he's now deceased. And nobody wants to fix his mistakes because he just did such a bad job with all of his stuff that nobody's calling us back and nobody wants to do it. And we can't do anything. Like, I cannot call the police when this guy is staring at me or when the cameras are following me. And this has been going on for over a year now. And it's just getting progressively worse and worse and worse. And I need opinions. I need suggestions. I need help because I don't know what to do anymore. And my mom tries to hide it, but I see how bad it's getting to her. And it's to the point where I want to buy a house and get out of here. I can't rent. I don't have a lot of money, so I can't rent, but I can buy a house because buying is cheaper than renting. So I'm looking for a place to move, and I'm keeping my mom in mind so my mom can come and stay with me when she needs it, so she can get away from this guy. My grandparents lived at this house, and then my parents, and then my mom's gonna will it to me, so I'm gonna be the third generation of my family to live at this property. And my grandparents, they bought that property next to us where the neighbor's living, and they sold it. But not just that, like, my dad and my mom were the ones that cleared out everything. My mom was there when these lines were put in. My dad is the one that cleared out these lots. And it's all in the registry of deeds, and it's at the town hall, and just nobody's listening to us. And I know I sound ridiculous, but I just don't know what to do. I am so scared all the time. I'm sick to my stomach all the time. I don't go outside with my animals, with my 2 dogs, because I'm scared that he's going to be watching. I can't say anything outside because he's audio recording us. And when push comes to shove, who am I going to call when something happens? Because the police aren't going to help me. They protect him. They don't protect me, and it's all in the police reports. And I have a 2-hour recording of a meeting that my mom and I had with the town administrator, and the police chief showed up, and it negates everything that's in the police reports. So any opinions, suggestions, anything like that, because I don't know what to do anymore. I've never done this before. I've seen these on Facebook and YouTube, and when my friends send me TikToks and stuff like that, and I never thought that I would be the person to do this. I hope I'm not in the wrong. Like, I just don't know why. I don't know where the disconnect came with him. I don't know why he thought that removing property line pins and lying and threatening and saying all of this vulgar stuff about my mom and my dad and my Nana, who was my next door neighbor. And everything he does is okay, but no matter what we do, we're wrong. So like I said, any suggestions will be fine. I'm sorry I couldn't really go much into detail, and I only skimmed it. It's so hard for me. So yeah, thanks.